Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Mkuu Mzee, and I represent the Raising Awareness Group, but also represent myself as a cousin of this great brother, Anthony Woods, and we're here to interview him for his great book that he is getting ready to release.
Yes.
You have a date yet?
Not yet, but maybe about a week.
About another week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys, it's called Black Man Healed. Of course, I had a preview of the book, and there's some really interesting, he gets really personal, he gets really objective about life and his perspectives on life. I think every young man, every older man, and African families and people in particular really need to get into the book, because we're talking about what we all have to deal with on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. This life can be very complicated sometimes, and I think you do a very good job of describing that stuff through your own personal story.
Thank you.
So yes, he is my cousin.
Right, yeah.
And that's my boy, man. And I was able to experience some of the things that you went through. You know about some of the stuff I've been through in my life. Right. So we have we have similarities in our stories. Right. But let me start off by asking you this. Why don't we just start with what you do, who you are, what your profession is, any background information you want to get before we get into the meat of the
basically, like you said, I'm Anthony Woods. I'm a licensed PA realtor for the state of Pennsylvania. I'm an advocate mentor. I mentor students. They come, we show them how to do real estate, clean up the neighborhoods. Fitness is my passion. Mm-hmm. I've been in a couple competitions. I won one competition, the entire thing. Mm-hmm. The other one I won best overall abs, and the other one, that was last year. And I got another competition coming in May. Okay. This is coming May. I joined forces with 3 other realtors. Okay. We trying to work from the community out. Okay. Because as you know, sometimes our people, they're not knowledgeable enough how to buy a house. Right. So we're trying to start there. And basically that's it, man. Just just doing that.
I'm loving the part about the education, man.
Right, yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm loving that part. The mentoring, obviously, that's something that I do and my group do. But I'm loving the part about educating our community on the positives and the pluses and the advantages of getting into real estate.
Yes, sir.
There's no doubt. I mean, you gotta establish some type of wealth.
Yes, sir. Right.
And the best way to do that, and also to pass it on to your kids, is through real estate.
We went to the high school. A lot of kids didn't even know what credit score was.
Oh.
They had career day, and they had me and my partner there, and they didn't know credit score. What's that? And I was glad we was able to share that. Right. Because like the next day they were saying, I don't want to use my credit. Yeah. So they got it. So
that's good.
Right,
that's good.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Sometimes I forget that the educational system has gotten so bad that we're not being taught anything nowadays.
Survival skills.
We're not. Yeah. Wow. I mean, you bring that up into crystal clear focus, man. Yes, so tell us what inspired you to write the book.
Basically, it was an interview as you was doing. Mm-hmm. I put up a post on social media, and some lady seen it. Her name is Lorna Washington. She has a YouTube station called Power from Pain. And I put up a post saying, I sold $1 million in real estate. Everybody used to laugh at me, blah, blah, blah. Now look, that type of post. She said, I want to interview you. Your story seemed interesting. You want to come on down? I went down there, we interviewed, we talked. And it was nice. As I'm leaving, she said, I can't wait for that book to come out. I'm like, wow. And I didn't even answer. I was just like, okay. Bye.
She just automatically assumed.
Yeah, she just automatically assumed I'm like a writer. She said I'm walking home like, yo, I could do this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, why don't I have a book out?
Right.
So I'm going, and I contacted like a week after, and I was like, what exactly did you do about the book? She said, I can help you. I'm a publisher. I can help you. You need to write a book. And that's how I got started.
Wow.
It's like that.
Interesting. I mean, just simple, motivation coming from another person.
Yes.
And as you go through life, you make and break your your opportunities, but you make your opportunities as you positively walk through life.
Yes,
but sometimes it takes some of us a little longer to get to that frame of mind where you can walk in the right way.
Sir.
You know what I mean? You start running into the Creator will put people in your path that will help you along your way once you start doing the right things. That's my firm belief. I'm pretty sure you feel that way too.
Yes.
So what surprised you the most when you wrote the book?
I think how great of a storyteller I am.
Okay.
I didn't know.
You surprised yourself.
Yeah, I surprised myself. Mm-hmm. And I think I got that from being funny all my life, telling jokes. You know what I mean? I'm the funny guy in the family. And you got to tell those jokes so people can get it and they can laugh. So when I started writing, I'm like, wow, that's the way, man. Is this that good? Let me just read it to her.
Right.
And she had to pull over. Mm-hmm. She said, oh my God, you are a writer. Mm-hmm. She said, yes, okay, I got it. So I was like, I'm surprised I was like I could tell a story, but I didn't know I could write one. So that kind of surprised me.
Wow. That's what happens, man.
Right. Right, yes, sir.
If you had to do anything differently as a child, or because your book is about motivating people who felt hopeless, who can change their path through positive reinforcement, positive reimagination of the mind, what would you do differently as a child or a teenager to become a better writer? I mean, not just a better person, but become a better writer as an adult. What would you do?
Like I said, I didn't know I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a writer when I was little. That wasn't one of my things. I just came into it. But I think one thing I would have done differently growing up. I think I would attach myself to like a mentor.
Okay.
Somebody would show me directions, because you probably know I was in the streets doing crazy stuff. Right. I had mentors for the wrong reason. And you do this, that's how you get this, stuff like that. I didn't have a mentor. No, you don't need to be doing this. You need to be doing this, and they need to be on me. Mm-hmm. I really didn't have that. So I think I would have done that. I would attach myself to somebody.
When I'm starting to feel, and it's all about you, but what I'm starting to notice too is that as our younger generations, for me, you'll be a younger generation, and then of course you're now elder to other generations.
Yep.
You haven't quite reached the elder stage yet, but you are older. You are elder to other generations. What I'm starting to see now is that the younger people are becoming more and more aware of what's important in their lives, the guidance and the leadership that they need. Sometimes you just don't know it all.
Yes, sir.
We can be very intelligent, but that still doesn't mean we know it all. Sometimes the common sense plays a part.
Yes,
you know what I mean? The discernment plays a big part, and you need an older. And I hate to use that word older, because older doesn't necessarily mean
age,
wisdom.
Preach.
You know what I mean?
Sir.
But when you get with an elder who has the wisdom, of course you know that by the way that they walk and they talk and the way they live their life. I'm starting to see now more younger people starting to do that, and that's a good thing. I'm starting to feel good about our people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Have you seen that yourself?
You know what? As you're talking, I'm thinking, okay, why did that change happen? As you're talking, I think the change happened because it's more information. I mean, quick access to information.
Right.
They can get on their phone, just look up stuff.
There you go.
And they can see it. Versus us, we couldn't see that. We had to walk to the library. Maybe we was
imagine me at my age. we'd had nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. So it got more.
Yeah.
Like they could just tap on their phone and just okay. Oh, that's what's wrong. That's what's going on.
So my elders back in the day, a couple generations before me, sometimes you just didn't know.
Yes, sir.
And we look back and say we want to blame the older generations.
Right.
You really can't. They just didn't know. They didn't have the education, didn't have the sophistication.
Yes, sir.
Didn't have the technology.
Right.
Unless they were lucky enough. Now there were some people that came up in my generation who were teaching about African culture, behavior, spirituality, all those kind of things. I didn't know that they existed because I wasn't around people that knew those people.
Yes, sir.
So the community was very small back then.
Right.
So here I am as a child, as a teenager, sitting on the corner of 58th and Walton in Southwest Philly, drinking my Coke 45, smoking my little joints with my boys, and talking about, this is what we're going to do the rest of our lives.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be a cool old dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to smoke a joint with the young boys.
You didn't have nothing else.
And I was like, wow.
Yes.
I mean, I had that frame of mind. I thought that was cool. That's not cool.
It's not.
You know.
But when you're in that environment,
because you don't know.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But I think you're on a point about easy, the access, the quick access. Not only technology wise, but also too, we start to see now more people who are making themselves available.
Yes.
Which is what myself and other guys I know of my age, we're trying to make ourselves available to young guys, not just of your age, but younger.
Yes.
You know, I have guys who I mentor and who I guide who have kids.
Wow.
They're in their 40s. They got children.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And they still come to me for guidance. Grown children, man. They come to me for guidance. You know what I mean? And you know, being my cousin, you would say, "Damn, man, you got people. You got people coming to you, man." Yes. I said, "Yeah, believe it or not, I got people coming to me."
I see you work. I know they do.
Yeah. So. It's amazing, man. You know, as you're talking, you're bringing up a whole lot of good stuff, man. Right. Okay, so let's go into the book. Black Man Healed. What does that mean, man?
Man, Black Man Healed, for me, everybody think they see the title is like nothing affects me. I'm cool. No. Black Man Healed for me is I can handle those stress levels now. I can handle things coming my way. I won't let it get me down so much where I'm just like this. Healed is like, okay, you hit me a couple times.
Right.
Okay, but I know how to swing too.
Okay.
Don't get mad at me when I swing back.
Okay.
So Black Man Healed is telling people you don't have to, well, men in particular, you don't have to hold all that stuff in. Let it out. Talk to somebody. Because once you do, you become healed.
Yeah.
You let that stuff out in the world, it's like, it's not in me no more. I put it out there. It's for somebody else to deal with. I'm healed.
Yeah.
That's
you have some tools.
Yes, sir.
In your toolbox now.
Yes, sir.
That you can pull out and use.
Before I used to use a hammer when I needed a screwdriver.
There you go.
You just don't know.
That toolbox is very limited.
It is.
You had a couple things in it. That was it.
You don't know what, like you said, a tool to use. Like you just
take it. You gotta take it easy sometimes.
Always, sometimes you do the hammer.
Yeah, you gotta use that. The hammer's there for a reason now.
But now the heal part knows what tool to pull out.
Wow, that's very good. So, I mean, I know we want people, and as we're talking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash up the cover of the book right now.
Sir.
Okay, as we're talking.
Okay.
What part of the book is your favorite part of the book? I mean, what do you think is something that will be not only good for you, that was good for you, but also will be good for the community that might decide to read the book?
The opening chapter.
Okay.
Not the introduction, the opening chapter.
Okay. Give us a little snippet on it.
The opening chapter is me and my apartment looking at myself, knowing what I did wrong, and I couldn't do nothing about it at that time. And I was in a time of survival. I had to put all that stuff aside and survive. And a lot of people don't know that. And the reason why it's my favorite part, because people say, "Ain't you writing now?" But when I read that opening chapter, now you hear all this movement and stuff. When I read that, you don't hear nothing. People just like, oh. And then people start getting mad at me. Why didn't you tell me you was going through that? Right. You know what I mean? I was like, I didn't know. I had too much pride. Right. You know. So for me, that opening chapter is going to let people know, oh, he arrived. Okay, and he not playing. Because everybody's just. They can't wait, because the people I sent the introduction to, or the opening chapter, they can't wait to see what else is next. Right. And I love that. So that's my favorite part of it. Yeah,
and I liked it too. I enjoyed that too. And I know that you're right. I think you are, even though you're a first-time writer,
yes, sir,
which is your first book, your first entry into this field has been a good one. I think it's going to be successful.
I appreciate that.
Right. Do you have any idea where it's going to be marketed at? Where?
We're going to do Amazon. I'm going to do some self-marketing, of course. But I know Amazon and me personally, that's what it's going to be at.
There's going to be an email that you want them to reach out to you with, or what?
Well, we're setting everything up now.
Okay.
So as soon as everything gets set up, everything's going to be out.
All right.
We'll do it like that.
We'll follow up the interview with the information.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Anybody who wants to get that information as far as purchasing the book and everything else, and contact numbers and things of that nature, you can reach the Raising Awareness group at our website, or send us an email at the Raising Awareness group, at gmail.com. I'll put that up there also at the end of the interview. That way, when they're ready, we can give it to them.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So you were talking about your downtime.
Yes, sir.
In the first chapter of the book.
Sir.
Give us something that happened to you that makes you laugh. That was amusing. Those it don't necessarily be embarrassing. Just something that you laughed at. Said, "Damn, how did I do that?"
Okay, so maybe okay. So, I say this. I didn't have anything to eat, and I was walking around in like a dingy sleeping pants and a dingy shirt. Mm-hmm. And somebody knocked on my door and she knew my struggle. She gave me something to eat up, like a big pan of food. Mm-hmm. And I felt so successful with that plate of food. Like, where everything gonna be all right. I'm dancing in my kitchen. I'm like, man, everything. And I felt rich at that time. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have anything. Somebody bring you barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese. Wow. You feel like I'm good. Like, you happy. You moving. And I think that was. At the end of, you read all this, and at the end, it's like, okay, well, at least he got something to eat. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was like, hey, look, man, I was on pins and needles, right? Yeah, you guys are going to enjoy this book. I was on pins and needles as I was going through this. I said, damn, what's going to happen next, man? Is he going to die? Is he going to, because you talked about something else, right? I said, is he going to do that?
Yes, sir.
I said, man, so when I got down to the end and the food came, I said, I said, this dude.
Yup.
I said, okay. Yep. I said, so yeah, that was good, man.
I felt really successful. I felt like things ain't really that bad, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not that bad. Something's going to work out pretty good with this, and that's like the funny, sad moment like that. I'm still in my dirty clothes. I ain't no money, but you couldn't tell me I wasn't Bill Gates at that time.
Right. Okay.
You couldn't tell me that I was rich. At that time.
Wow. Especially when you have a partner that comes through for you.
Yes, sir. Right.
You got people, and you got people in your corner like that.
Yes, sir.
That makes you feel real good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You've already we're talking to the readers and the fans, so we don't have to really go through that. But what would be you talked about your background, your profession, what you do with the community, with the children and stuff like that, educational piece. Mm-hmm. What do you do that is something that nobody would know about? What are some things that you are talented in that we don't know about? Even myself, family members, friends, maybe some close friends might know. What do we need to know about you that we really don't know?
Got you. Hidden talent. I mean, something silly. I mean, I like to beatbox.
Okay.
I like to. I mean, I still do it. I mean, back in the younger days, I used to beatbox. I used to make beats for my rap.
Isn't that coming back now?
I went to an old school show not too long ago with Big Daddy Kane and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to drop a beat for you? Or?
You might as well.
I'm talking. Man.
Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can get in. I know you can get it in with you. That's why I love you, man. Right. You're real, man. You're a real dude, man. You're a real dude. What are the things? You may have to reach for this one, but what are the things that gave you inspiration for the book?
Gotta be my pain, and also guys going through the same thing I'm going through. Because I'm not gonna lie, I say I'm gonna just write my book. I'm cool, you know what I mean, whatever. And I start talking to guys. They start inboxing me, messaging me, and we need this book to come out, man. Like we feeling the same hurt. I'm like, wow. I got, I work with a bunch of guys in my job,
right?
And they talking to me.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about that? Yo, man, listen, I need help, man. Like people pull me to the side.
They start coming to you.
Yes, sir. The same thing. How you do it? They do the same thing to me. Right. And I said, I made a vow. I said, you know what? from here on out, Black Man Hill is just not about me. It's about us. This is our book.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So that's what really inspired me. What kept the inspiration going.
Right.
First, it was like, okay, I'll write a book. I'm good at this. You know, I'm telling my story. No, you can't play with this now.
Right.
You gotta talk to these men. That's why I had 9 men come to my house. Let me hear what y'all going through.
Yeah.
And they opened up. They was loving it, man.
Wow.
Like one guy said, if I ain't had my beard, I'd be so insecure right now.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. He was opening up to me.
Okay.
You know, and
what was the thing with the beard though?
You know, he got the beard thing is out now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And guys they wearing a beard now.
Right.
That's their confidence, man.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you cut it off.
I got you.
They like a regular guy now. You know what I mean? In their eyes. You know, because it's such a fad.
That's
now.
their identity, guy.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was like, man, that get cut off, I'm done. Like that's why I keep it up.
So this is the last grasp.
Yes, sir. Yup.
On sanity, I guess.
In his mind.
Yeah,
yes,
in his mind.
Right,
yeah.
yes,
Wow.
Sir,
I didn't even put those two together, man.
Right. Yes, sir.
With the beards.
Right. That's what it. Man, people. Men can have this beard, but their credit score messed up. Oh, man, look, I got.
They gonna look confident.
Yeah, I got a beard.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not dressed real nice. But you dealing with other issues.
You know, other issues.
This saves them.
Wow.
This saves them. Yes, sir.
Damn. That face, man.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yup.
Yeah. What about the writing process? This is your first venture, foray into the field. What did you get out of it? How did you feel as you were?
At first, I felt.
What did you like the most about it?
What I liked, I like the journal part of it because it's my story. Even now, it's like I'm making some mistakes, and I look back like, no, you can't do that. Remember, you did that before. You was depressed when you did that. So it's like a journal for me to have a more stable future, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not gonna go back and make the same mistake. I just wrote about it in 3 pages.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that this time around.
Right.
So it's like I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm bettering myself. I'm not feeling like that no more. I'm going to look and see. I'm going to therapy now. I'm talking to a mental counselor every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I wasn't doing that before. I just kept it all in. So that's what it's doing.
Yeah, because I like that part about the journaling. Because actually, I got a couple of guys that's with me in the group that we're putting together a book ourselves.
Yes, sir.
It's not a self-help kind of a book. It's more of a educational, historical book. And I like the part about the journaling because it takes you through the stages where you can see how the change.
Yes.
The stages shows you the changes.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yup.
The metamorphosis
Yes,
as you move through those stages.
Yes,
and then when you put it on paper and you look at it and you read it back to yourself and you verbalize it to yourself, you say, "Wow, I did all that."
Yes.
Both good and bad.
Yes,
you know, the
right,
bad,
yeah,
the bad stuff.
right.
You know, those dark days,
Yes,
those
sir.
dark years.
Yes, sir.
And then now I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to journal.
Yes, sir.
It really is.
Right,
Even
yes, sir.
even if you're not writing a book, I think people need to journal.
They do. Right. You can see your progress.
Yeah. What was your you kind of answered it already, but what was your biggest thing that you experienced? What would you say the biggest surprise that you experienced when you wrote the book?
I wasn't afraid to be authentic. I think when people talk to me, I think I'm like a kind of an open guy. But I got into this, like I said, one part I just got into this trying to be this great writer instead of just telling my story.
Right.
So the publisher, she pulled me back in. She said, "You haven't written about you not being authentic, and I'm reading your story now. I can tell you're leaving parts out." I said, "Okay, say no more."
Okay.
And once that happened, it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
I got it. Now.
Okay.
So I like the part that I could be authentic. I'm not holding anything back. About me.
Yeah.
I'm just letting it all out.
Yeah, I think you have to be comfortable not just with the good, but with the
Yes,
the
sir.
not so good
Right,
stuff.
right.
You have to be comfortable with that
Right.
because that's you.
Right. Yes, sir.
No, if you can't grasp it, hold it, process it, and then get through it,
Yes, sir.
and not necessarily leave it behind because you got to look back and see where you came from. What good is it?
Right, yes, sir.
That stuff it's going to work for your benefit. You know what I mean? It's really your weakness at some point now becomes your strength. You know. So what's in your plans for the future, man? What you got coming up?
Working on a couple projects. I know sometimes I can't keep still, but when the book come out with release, I'm in projects of actually doing a play, Black Man Hill.
Okay.
I got a director. I got the music written.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you know, everybody. I was trying to get it together, and he was like, "No, let's okay, we'll do it like that." So that's the next project that I'm doing. Leadership program. I'm doing it for the mentors, but they're gonna meet up with me probably like once, twice every Saturday. I mean, once a month, and we're gonna get them to be in the community like as I am, and doing things like that. So we're gonna start that up in February.
Okay.
The leadership program.
That'll be something you guys can look forward to too. Again, I'll put it up at the end of the interview where our raisingawarenessgroup.com or Raising Awareness Group, which will be raisingawarenessgrp@gmail.com. You can email us. We'll have that information that that's Anthony, but that's my boy Ant. He's been Ant ever since he was a child. So that's my man Ant. So Anthony will when he gets that, when you finally get that play ready to go, we'll release that information to the matter of fact, we might even come back in and just do another interview.
Yes, yeah.
And we can see where you at in another year or so. And see where you at, man.
Yeah.
Tell about some of your favorite books.
I think I read books that before this book right now pertain to me. So I read Think and Grow Rich, Dr. Miles Monroe, Purpose and Power, Purpose Driven Life. That's pretty much it. But I mean I've read a lot of books, but I read books that's pertaining to me, what I'm going through. Right. So I don't have like a favorite kind of a book. I'm going through this. Let me read this.
Yeah, read that. Yeah, this might apply to what I'm doing. Yeah, I get some insight.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I brought this book here. The name of the book is called Brainwash, and it's called Challenging the Myth of the Black Inferiority by author Tom Burrell. And what he talks about in here is pretty much what you talked about on a personal level. He goes into the community-wide level of what we are dealing with on a macro scale as African people.
Yes, sir.
And he does an excellent job of that. And it says here, the myth of black inferiority. We may not feel as though we're inferior, but the way that we conduct our lives are inferior.
Yes, sir.
And he does a very good job of doing that. So I want to present this book to you.
Okay, appreciate that.
And I think you'll enjoy that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll put that book up also in the comment section about anybody that wants to get that book. And it's an excellent read.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, man. I mean, I think he's a good study about how to you want to write in a different way.
Yes, sir.
He's not writing, again, like I said, in that micro level, the personal level. He's writing on a more of a macro level. So when you're ready to graduate and expand and maybe talk to the community, you can see what he does, and it'll help you out.
Yes.
What do your friends and family? You already know how I feel.
Yeah, right,
I love your work.
Yes,
what are other friends and family is talking about your writing, man?
They're surprised. I'm on this bucket list type thing. I jumped off a building and I got on stage and did all.
Wait, what?
I jumped off a building in Vegas last year.
Oh yeah. Okay, you did. You talking about the bungee cord? Okay. Oh my God.
I did that. So it was like, okay, ain't right, but we support you. I know if you in it, you're gonna do something decent about it. But like I said, when I actually read it, they said, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing this. And they 100% behind it. They want to keep reading, but I had to stop giving people stuff. I needed to write. And tell us more. That's enough of that.
That's enough.
I need to get this done.
Right.
Now, before I was like, what you think about this? What you think about this? I didn't want to hear no feedback yet. I just wanted to write.
Right.
So now they're just like this anxious. Hey, when the book coming? It's coming. It's coming. That's all I keep saying.
So you're all done.
I'm done. Yeah. So she texted me last night about midnight because that's how she'll wake up and just text. She should be done editing, the final editing, this weekend.
Okay.
And like I said, probably like a week or so we'll have a date.
Going back to what you're also saying about the you got a couple brothers and a sister at your realtor.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Group that you work with.
Yes, sir.
I think I already told you this already. You put together an awesome logo, man.
Oh, right, yes, sir, yes,
and
sir.
Fit Realtor.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Tell us about how that was consummated. And by the way, I'm going to put, as we're talking, I'm going to flash the logo up right now so you guys can see that, how awesome that logo is.
I was sitting there, and at first I was scared to tell people I work out, because people get they see a guy working out, especially with a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I come here, I'm fit, so guys wouldn't. I'm not hiring. I'm gonna hire somebody else. So I'm trying to. It was.
What
fun.
was that like? Jealousy or something?
I'm thinking so. It's like, man, one guy's like, we're not working with you. We come here all buff. I'm like, man, listen, don't even. So I kind of wear sometimes bigger clothes before I, do
so
that.
you want to intimidate people?
Yeah, but now it's like, you know what? I'm not hiding this.
No.
You know what I mean? I like to work out. I kind of show up, but I show up in a positive. I'm 45 years old. Hit the gym
for your age, man.
Yes, sir. It's like, let's do it. Like, we're not being ashamed of this fitness. I'm sitting there thinking like, I need a logo. So I'm just searching. I see
you need a brand. You need a brand.
Yes, I need a brand.
You need
myself.
a brand.
Yes,
yeah.
So I see this thing. I said, maybe I'll put some windows on it.
Right.
I said, yo, this is me. That's me. That's showing. Not this. I'm in the workout, but I also am in the realtor. It's a mild fitness realtor type logo.
You know what it tells me? It tells me that, number one, fitness is the key for you.
Yes, sir.
But also the fitness of character.
Yes.
And the fitness and the moral fitness of you doing your job as a realtor.
Yes, sir.
Doing it in a moral and incorrect way.
Yes, sir.
That logo says so much,
yes,
man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I love that logo,
sir.
man.
Yes,
I put up there. I put fire up that joint, man.
Yes,
that logo fire, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's just, like you said, it's a mild but strong statement.
Very strong.
This is who I am, and this is what I do.
And with that statement comes a lot of responsibility.
Yes, sir. Yup. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't brand yourself and then don't.
You can't.
and don't and then don't be that.
Then it's gonna be 2 donuts on the side.
You can't be that, man. And not only that, say you was fit, but you wasn't treating your people right.
Yeah,
you wasn't giving
yes,
giving them the best deals.
Yes, sir.
Or giving them the best mortgage deals.
Yep.
That's not being fit.
Right. And that's why I tell them, I said I used to hide it, but now it's like, no, you know what? I'm a fitness guy. That means I know how to fight for the best deal.
Right.
They're not gonna come at me when they need stupid stuff. No, we don't work with that.
Right.
My buddy called me. He said, "You the pit bull." He said, "A lot of people don't know that." No, we're not doing that. I said, "Don't worry about it, John. We're not doing it." They'll come back. Okay, Anthony. I work out. I'm lifting weight. I'm not taking that. So that
might be your next logo. I mean, you might get a pit bull up there, man. Do it like a new logo.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's been working out, and I'm not afraid to say I work out no more. I'm not afraid to say I got abs. I'm not afraid of that no more. This is me.
Talking about pit bull. You still got your dogs, man?
No, man. Like my dog, he came after my ex-wife.
Oh yeah, wow.
And I got rid of him. But he didn't bite him. But he was one of them.
Yeah, he showed that tendency.
Yeah, once he
showed that tendency,
yeah,
that's
you
it.
got to go.
Okay, I got you. That was a great dog, though, man.
Yeah, he was beautiful.
I guess that territorial thing, man. Talking about the mind being fit.
Mm-hmm.
Doing things the right way, having moral concepts of yourself, positive reinforcements, both internally and externally. How important is it for a writer? Is the unconscious, because sometimes you have to be, we're talking about all this conscious stuff,
sir, right.
But sometimes you have to be unconscious,
yes.
Kind of take things out your mind.
Yes, sir.
How is the unconscious mind your best friend when you write?
Yes, it is.
Explain that to the people.
I know some writers, they probably need solitude. Leave me alone. Shut the door. I'm the opposite. I need TV on. I need the TV on. Like when I write, the TV is on.
Mm.
And people leave me alone, but I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
And one reason why I do that, and I just get so.
Mm-hmm.
I may forget something, or they may say something on television. That might help me.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not actually watching TV. I'm just writing.
Right.
They say a word like the other day. I was writing. Somebody said I couldn't think of the word. I could not think of this word, and I actually said it on television.
Wow.
I said, "Dang, that's what it is right there."
Yeah.
And I'm writing. It's like no writer's block. Like right now, I used to just write. I give myself a time. I'm writing for an hour. Then I shut it down. I'm writing for 30 minutes. Now I write to the batteries die on my computer.
Mm. Wow.
The battery dies on my computer. That's when I stop. I literally write. When I cut it back on, I got like a half a word that I didn't finish.
Yeah.
I see it's dying. I'm like, I get this done. And then the battery dies. I go, all right, charge it back up. Yeah, I go do something else.
Come back
when the battery charges.
Wow.
Right till the battery dies. It's like that's how much once I released that, be more authentic, it just came out.
Saying that now you're doing all this writing, was that part of the book, or is this something else that you're writing?
No, that was part of the book.
That was part of the book.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that was your process of
Yes,
writing.
sir.
Okay,
like I said in the
okay.
beginning, it was like I write for an hour.
You kept writing around. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you already said what you could, what you're working on now, and you talked about the play, Black Man Healed. That's an awesome thing that you. That's a hell of a.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's a hell of a project,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You're gonna be busy.
Yes, sir.
Do you think is there another book in your plans in the future?
Yes, I want to write about relationships.
Okay.
A lot of people come for relationship advice.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I was just coming here today, and some girl inboxed me. She was like, "I'm having trouble with my man," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Wow!" And I gave her some tips. She was like, "Oh my God, it helped me out so much." So I want to write a book about relationships.
Right.
That's my next project.
Okay.
I want to write about the lady I'm with now. She's been through a lot.
Okay.
And her level of success. I said, people need to hear your story.
Okay.
She's been through everything a black woman has supposed to go through, and now she's leading men.
Wow.
In her field. A field that's dominated by men.
Wow.
She's a woman leading them men.
Okay.
I want to hear your story.
Okay.
I want to write about it. So them two is next.
We shouldn't be afraid. We should not be afraid of women being leaders anyway.
No.
We should never be afraid of that.
Yes, sir.
Just to talk about how we always look back on how we used to think things. Even though people look at ancient African culture, Kemet, which is Egypt, the Ghanaian Empire, the Songhai Empire, the Mali Empire. We all had a code of ethics, during that time, and during those processes of making the culture and the community a very striving community. You know who led those communities? The women.
Yes, sir.
We had a matriarchal society back then.
Sir.
This society that we're in right now, this European society with it, and this brother right here goes into this book, Brainwash, goes into that, how because it's now a patriarchal society, which is men dominated. Our problem is that we don't have enough women who are leading us in these certain areas that they can excel in.
Yes.
And not only that, give us a different perspective.
Yes.
Because from a man's perspective, shit, I mean, we can mess some stuff up.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that ego.
We only ask for directions.
Females have ego too, but that male ego, man, can get you in trouble. You know what I mean? And you already said already, and I did the same thing. That's why our stories are so close and so similar. Is that I was like, man, I can't ask for no help.
Yes.
It's embarrassing.
Yes.
But that's a sign of weakness.
Yes,
that's
sir.
not a sign of
Preach.
strength.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes.
So, man, I feel you on that one, man.
Yes.
So working on anything else besides the play? What you working on that you wanted besides the book, the play?
No, like I said, I'm working on that play. I have a director. I got the vision. I got the storyline. I got a couple actors hitting me up. And when can I rehearse for? Let the book come out. I was talking to some guy yesterday, so that's in the makings. I do want to write my next book. I do want to write about relationships. I do want to write about that.
Okay.
The pitfalls, the happiness of it. I want to write about those because I think I got great tips.
Okay.
On that. That's pretty much it for right now.
Okay. I just want to before you give me your final thoughts and your aspirations for the future. Where you see yourself in another 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years. It's up to you how you want to answer it. I just want to say that as your older cousin, I'm very, very proud of you, man. I know where you came from.
Yes, sir.
I know how you handled it.
Yes, sir.
Some things weren't as beautiful and as you may have wanted. You know what I mean? I know that for a reason. I know you didn't go into this, but I know when your grandma passed, that was a hard time for you.
Sir.
And it was a hard time for us too.
Yes, sir.
Although it was different because we weren't close to her like you were to your grandma.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you go into? Did you talk about that in the book a little bit? About your grandma? Okay.
Ancestry soulmate, I call her my ancestry soulmate.
Okay. All right.
That's how close.
And I haven't been privy to that part of the book.
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking forward to read that myself.
Yes.
But I just want to let you know, man. I know where this brother came from, man. You came from a dark place.
Sir. Yep.
You came from a dark
did,
place.
man.
Yeah. So.
That's one of them using a hammer when I can just use a little
Yeah.
thumbtack.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, give us your final thoughts, man. How do what do you think, man?
I'm excited with life.
Mm-hmm.
I see myself actually as standing on stage, motivating people.
You talked about that,
right?
Yeah, you say you want to be on the podium.
Sir. Yes, I want to stand on stage.
What's that, like a motivational speaker?
Yes, motivation is talking. Period. I want to get my voice out before, and I want to talk so much because I didn't talk before. To keep myself quiet. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to accept what people say about me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just want to talk. And so my next goal, this year actually, I want to get on stage 10, 15 times. Just talk and get used to that. And become an actual motivational speaker.
Okay.
So that's one of my goals. Continue this real estate, man. Buy some investment, pass it down to my mom, family. One thing I would, a lot of people don't know about me, how sad I am that I don't have a child of my own.
Mm-hmm.
People think I have a child. They come out, I know your child is just so smart. I don't have a child.
Yeah.
I don't know why God hasn't given me any yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm physically, everything's moving
Yeah.
down there, but he said, not now, son, not now. I don't know why, but
You still gonna try?
if I got a window opportunity. I mean,
you got a few more years.
If I could be open, I was at the doctor's yesterday. They was checking me all out.
Yeah.
You're good, Mr.
Yeah.
So, as long as I got that, I'm gonna keep hope.
You got a few more years.
Yes, sir.
My oldest daughter, I had her when I was 30 years old.
Wow.
No, I take that back. 35. So yeah. So another 5-10 years is not a deal. I know brothers who are in their 60s and 70s still
got my job.
dropping kids, man.
He had a boy. I'm like, that you get inspiring me, man. Matter of fact, I looked up a support group on Facebook. I mean, that could be another one of my books.
There you go.
We don't even know what we going through.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I got goddaughter and I got stepdaughter. My lady, she has 2 children. They look up to me. I make them breakfast every morning. I want to have that father.
Mm-hmm.
Soul.
Yeah, but you want your own child too.
Own,
you love your stepchildren.
Yeah.
And I had two stepchildren too by my second wife.
Yes.
And no, I'm sorry, by my first wife. Because I've been married twice.
Right.
If I think I'm confused. By my first wife, and I have 2 stepchildren, and they love me to death too.
Yes,
but
sir.
they're your age.
Yeah, right.
I think the oldest one is 46, and the youngest one under her is 4 years younger. She's 42. So those are my stepkids. Now my natural daughter, is 40 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, Brandy. She's 40, and then of course Pauline, which is my youngest. She's in Korea. She just turned 30. So time don't move. Time don't move slow for anybody. It's gonna keep on marching on.
It's already February, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so look, y'all. Black Man Healed going to be in the Amazon and other outlets, and of course from Anthony Woods in another week or so.
Yes,
I would say another 2 weeks.
Yep.
You can go to raisingawarenessgroup.com and we'll have the information there. With the video there, what we'll do is we'll make the adjustments and edit the comments section, and we'll put in there the locations where you can buy the books and everything else, and you guys can do it from there. So all the information is going to be at the end of the interview. So, my man.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. Love you, man.
Love you too,
all right,
bro.
Adios. Hotep.